9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the Munch Bros and the Nerdverse podcast. I am your host with the most, Blasphemous 13, and joining me, like always, is the absolutely stunning lady of all that is nerd, Tank Girl.
Hey!
Next to her, he's taller than Doogie Howser, fancier than Dr. Quinn. It's Dr. Cheese.
Dr. Cheese.
How is everyone tonight?
Doing pretty good.
We have a special guest tonight. Our heterosexual life mate, Vanilla Bear, is here. Say hello.
Hola.
He is on a phone, so if there's a delay, that's why. How are you doing in Sacramento?
Just went back to work after a couple of months. So, we're still on lockdown. It sucks.
It does.
Well, at least you're working, That's like the most positive thing right now. Like, if you're working, then you're golden.
Yeah, I'd rather be on that unemployment, though.
I know you make more.
I haven't gotten shit on unemployment.
So yeah, from what I know, Sacramento's pretty much like we are, but maybe a little bit more stricter. But we're kind of just locked down, go to the grocery stores, but we can go on walks and go to parks and shit.
So they did shut down like state parks and stuff like that for a little bit. The disc golf courses just opened back up yesterday.
Nice. We actually found out there's a park by us that actually has a disc golf course right down the street from us.
Oh yeah, and it's pretty big too.
So we should be able to play it next time you're here.
I will bring my discs the next time.
Nice. That sounds great. Did anybody do anything crazy this week? I know I did. I actually rolled my ankle at work. And it inflated to like a softball size.
I saw it. It looked like a grapefruit.
It was so bad. His foot was black. It looked like he had the freaking plague or something.
I had the freaking, it looked like frostbite, Shit was going to fall off.
Well, that's why you shouldn't sprain your ankle at work.
Yeah, my expert medical advice would say that he has the zombie virus and he's about to kill us all.
Well, at least it's him.
Yeah.
So, low ankle sprain.
It was actually it was low. Like, I felt my, foot turned completely sideways and it was, flat on the ground. I'm surprised I didn't break my ankle.
It looked real bad.
You'll be alright. Football players play on the low ankle sprains all the time. It's those high ankle sprains that get you.
Vanilla Bear, it was so bad, there is a bruise where his sock line is.
Yep.
And it was black. It's kind of purple
now.
But
I am the color purple.
I had to wrap his foot and put it on ice for a few days. And I felt so bad.
They heard it through the grapevine.
Grapevine.
Was it?
Grapevine through his foot.
Right?
I think we're gross. Anyway.
Well, this is what we're going to nerd out to tonight. We're going to... it's been a week for me. I miss my lady's one-liners, so I want her to start out with that. Not yet, though, but after that, we're going to do an artist spotlight with a band called Minus, song Tearing Down the Clouds, from what I hear they're from here in Vegas. Then we're going to do our last topic of Galaxy Brain, and then the Weekly Chug, where we're going to... It's our second episode with that on there. We're going to just review a beer. And then we got some sad news. We got the Pour One Out for the Homies sketch because people from the Nerdverse have passed away or put their energy somewhere else. And then Tank Girl's got a game she wants us to play. That sounds fun. And then gonna end it with some nerd news. How's that sound tonight with everybody?
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Tank Girl, give us a one-liner.
All right. Surely, if tomato is a fruit, then that makes ketchup jam.
If a tomato is a fruit, that makes ketchup jam.
Wait. Wouldn't ketchup be a smoothie?
It would be a smoothie. Ketchup would be a smoothie.
It is technically a fruit.
On your toes?
if you trample it to make pasta sauce, then it's toe jam.
I love that game, Toe Jam.
You just
Earl.
got a dad joke right there. I don't have any, so don't expect
That was Tank Girl's one-liner.
All right. Next, we're gonna do the artist spotlight. Doctor.
I've discovered this band when looking through. Well, I was planning on putting together a band, and I was looking for possible people to get a hold of to, play shows with similar genres. And I found this band, and I just instantly liked them. I heard them coming out with a new song, and I forgot about them for like a year and a half. And then I heard them again, had to recommend them to the show.
They sound like they're really good. What is their name?
Minus.
Mynas. And the song is called
Tearing Down the Clouds.
Tearing Down the Clouds. This is Minus Tearing Down the Clouds. And that was Minus, Tearing Down the Clouds. What were your thoughts on that song?
So, like how Blasphemous was saying, it does sound super In Flames. It was really good. I enjoyed the beat and I enjoyed the tempo and like the pace it was going. And it made me like feel like something I would put on in the background and cling to.
When I first listened to this song, the first thing I said afterwards is, I too am a fan of In Flames.
Vanilla Bear, what did you think about that song?
Well, leave it to the doctor to find a band that sounds uber like In Flames.
Yeah.
Dude sounded just like he stepped right out of In Flames and into that band.
Right.
The melodies were freaking sick.
Right? That song is so awesome.
Especially during that solo, dude.
Oh, the solo was total Bjorn. Just going crazy.
That man's went hams.
That band I love because I'm a huge In Flames fan as well, you know.
Blasphemous totally fangirled when we saw them. And he was...
Yes, I was able to possibly drink with them, and I saw them, and it was like seeing an elder god. I went insane and just went, no, and left.
It was pretty cute.
He subsequently
did you
died.
fan more than you did with the Black Dahlia murder?
No, I was drunk, so seeing them was very different. Yeah, I took a picture with like 4 of the members of the Black Dahlia murder back in the day.
You told me
It
that.
was pretty cool.
But all in all, I thought that was a very good song. The band, it's very good, and I shall listen to them some more.
Yeah, I definitely will listen to them. Hopefully they keep releasing stuff, or if they're still a band, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to hear more of them too.
Yeah. All right, that was the artist spotlight, and now we're gonna go into our real time. We need to do it earlier, and because we get real with this, and sometimes we need to get a little nerd to kick us out of it. Mm-hmm. Galaxy Brain. That's our last category.
Oh.
And then we will wait a while to do it again. I'll get 3 more categories.
Yeah.
Vanilla Bear. This segment actually is called Galaxy Brain. It's basically, we're being real, questions that are pretty much just kind of make you think. So our last category, because we've already done 2 of these, and we have 3 of them, is a science category. And
Is it what?
It's a science space category.
Okay.
We're all going to talk about it. The science category tonight is, will humans spread out among the stars or just be a brief blip in Earth's history?
Are you talking about, will we go beyond what we already know now?
They're talking about, will we be able to have the technology to leave Earth at will and live somewhere else?
Conditional.
I don't think so.
Or will we die because we can be too fucking stupid?
Oh, I think we're gonna die way before we're gonna leave Earth. I'm sorry. Like, I honestly think that we're gonna die before we can ever come up with the technology to actually explore other Earth-like planets or galaxies. You know why? Religion and fucking politics always get in the way of science and truths.
She just dropped the mic. Did you hear that?
I did hear that, and
Slapping
it
it
hurts
down.
my heart that you feel that way.
Well, you just see how everything is. Like, we will kill each other over a fucking chicken sandwich. Do you think that how we are as a society now, I could be wrong. Monkey's grandchildren, Logos Mabrogus grandchildren could have that technology. But in our lifetime, that will never fucking happen. But who knows, maybe in 100, 200 years, it could happen. But how I see everything going on now, it ain't gonna happen.
It's you see that humans need to completely change before that's even a possibility.
Yeah, you know how exciting it would be for our species to be able to do something like that. There are other planets out there, other species, other life forms that have technology way beyond us.
There's got to be.
There has to be.
If it's infinite space.
Yeah, there
gotta
has
be
to be.
something.
And we're just this little speck that... I'm sorry, Dr. Cheese. I see you wanted to see the same thing, so...
I feel like we're on the cusp of learning as a society, a great realization of what's important. And I think it's this stressful situation that's brought us to it. We can no longer distract ourselves with the petty wants of the previous society. Now we kind of have to look at our group survival, how we can work with each other.
Yes.
And I think that is the gateway to us creating a sustainable environment, which then leads to our ability to become a spacefaring race.
See, I can agree with you on that.
I think you both are definitely saying the same thing, just different ways. You're saying that in order for that to happen, people do have to change. What the doctor's saying is people are changing because they're in the constant state of learning on how to become that. So it's like, I think you're both saying the same thing here. That's great. I mean, you guys both have hope for humanity.
I want to know what Vanilla Bean thinks
Vanilla
of this.
Bear.
Oh, Vanilla Bear.
It's the name of his beard.
You're a bean. I don't care. I'll call you a bean if I want to.
Veebs.
So let me...
I had... What's up?
Oh, I was going to say, did
Go ahead.
you heard the question clear, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright, so I have several thoughts on this. Basically, I'm not going to say that we won't, but at the current juncture in time, it doesn't seem feasible because, A, we need to overcome the establishment if something like that is ever going to be possible.
True, get rid of greed.
Down with the man.
I see more of a scenario of we get to a point where we either upload our conscious to AI, we all become robots essentially,
True. It's possible.
or robots just take over.
That'd be great.
There's also a
Or
Planet
become
of
the
the Apes
robots that take
scenario that I won't rule out. But yeah, I agree with the doctor and Tank Girl over there that yeah, people need to change. Necessarily agree that people are changing. I feel like people are becoming more selfish. They're less keen to seek out information and actually seek out what is real and what is fake.
That's basically what I just said. It feels like in our society, we are devolving instead of evolving. There's people who are like us who want to see change. They want to see advancement in science. But then you got people who just want to kill each other over petty bullshit.
Yeah, pretty much just comes down. If you can't act nice, we can't have nice things.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
When it comes down to is at the core, we're all fucking animals.
We are.
For sure.
And we can act like them. But
We're a social species too, though, at our very core.
it's weird.
And we need each other to survive. And those situations that happen, like a person stabbing another man for a chicken sandwich.
That was the stupidest
didn't-
thing I've ever seen in my life.
But that didn't happen because it was a good fucking sandwich. It happened because there is poverty.
Yeah.
There's poverty going on, and someone needed one moment of satisfaction that did not work out for them, and they went fucking nuts.
Well,
Yeah.
what about the Karens of the world?
The
I'm sorry, the
Karens.
Karens of the world that if they have to wait one more minute than normal for a damn burrito at a drive-thru, they'll scream at the person. I seen a video like that today.
Do you
And
think
it's
if they...
like,
Don't forget their husbands, the Richards.
the what?
I said, don't forget their husbands, the Richards.
Oh yeah.
The Karens and the Richards.
But do you think that those people would still act that way if they had fulfilling and creative jobs that challenge them in ways that their current positions don't.
Honestly, most of these Karens are stay-at-home moms
that don't want to work
or don't have to work, and bitching and complaining to management is their idea of fun.
Yeah, there are bad
I'm sorry.
people, but not every person who stays... I mean, obviously you're not saying this, but not every woman who stays at home and is a stay-at-home mom is a piece of shit.
I will let everybody know right now I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I really wish I was working, because I am a worker. I'm not a stay-at-home mom. I love being with my kids, but damn, I need to work.
So basically...
Yeah, I'll be a stay-at-home dad. I'm cool with it.
Me too. I'm like, I'll be Mr. Mom. Just as long as we can pay the bills, I'll be Mr. Mom. I'll stay home.
Cool, you be Mr. Mom.
I wish.
I'll work that.
I wish. I was deemed essential recently, so yeah.
Michael Keaton.
Heck yeah, be Michael Keaton, babe.
And I'm rapidly learning the ropes on this editing thing, so
yeah. So I want to know each person's quick answer, either yes or no. Will humans spread out amongst the stars, or will we die off before that? Doctor.
Yes.
Tangirl.
No.
Vanilla Bear.
Very hesitant yes.
Okay, and there it is. I feel like right now in time, I would have to say we would die off. But I also have hope and think we can achieve that if we really want to. We've achieved things that we thought we never could. And after all that, I think we all need a beer.
Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good. Let's go drink some beer.
Is the Weekly Chug.
Beer is good.
Brought to you by Great Basin. This is called Wild Horse Amber Ale. This is what we're drinking, Vanilla Bear. You see it on the camera?
I do.
Okay. We're going to all crack these. We only got one bottle opener, so I'm opening mine to the lady. All right. You got it, Doctor?
No.
Wow.
Hold on.
Are
You call yourself a Mexican. You can't even pop a beer?
How can you not open a beer? What are you drinking, Vanilla Bear?
What do you have?
Mine hails from my local town of Sacramento. It's from a brewery called the Claim Steak Brewery. It's amazing. It is a sour double IPA.
Okay.
It's salty dried plum with toasted marshmallow, Hawaiian sea salt, and milk sugar.
Wow.
That sounds like a ridiculous drink. But I'll have to try it.
It's amazing. It's the first time I've tried it.
I can see his beard growing bigger as he drinks it.
It's getting fluffier.
He has,
He gets more power with every beer he drinks.
He went from Psy from Duck Dynasty to Santa Claus with that drink right there.
All
Alright, so let's drink this Great Basin Wild Horse Amber Ale. First off, I like to smell it. There's not much of a strong smell, so I like
It smells
lighter,
like maple.
a mapley.
Yeah, like it's kind of mapley.
I can kind of smell that. Can you smell that, Doctor?
Yes.
It's like a maple, right?
All right.
It's the I think there's a lot of malt in it.
First impressions of the drink. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
To all. Clink to Vanilla Bear.
Clink.
That's an interesting taste.
It's very close to a brown ale to me. Like I almost feel Newcastle-y, but not, you know?
It has a very...
It's a pretty clean finish.
It's a clean finish.
It doesn't have like a bitter taste to it.
There's really no bad aftertaste
No,
to
there's
it.
not.
You're expecting a bitter taste the whole time, but it's all
smells very mapley. You drink it, and there's no bad aftertaste, and it's actually kind of refreshing a little bit.
Yeah,
It's a very mellow flavor.
It's dark. It's kind of sweet like Newcastle.
it's getting there. I'm not saying it's Newcastle.
It's not Newcastle.
Yeah, it's not Newcastle.
I love
Newcastle's
Newcastle.
very sweet. This is it's like Diet Newcastle, you know, like it's less sweet.
It's a mellow Newcastle.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is that flavor? You know, when you first take the sip, and then you get that flavor that kind of hits you in the back of your throat just a tiny bit.
It's definitely a hops right there.
Yeah,
That's
it's
I don't know what
hopsy.
kind. I don't know. Let's see what if it says anything on this beer.
It's malt.
Crafted in a German alt tradition, This award-winning amber ale gets its rich and robust flavor from 5 distinct malts. Get a taste of the open range with brew that started the craft beer revolution in Nevada. So this is from Reno and Sparks.
Oh, it's from my home state.
Yeah.
Ooh,
they actually
yeah.
have brew pubs that you can go visit, too. Well, hopefully after all this, we can go on one.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's just, it's very
It's got to be the malt.
refreshing.
Whatever the malt is.
Yeah, it's very refreshing. I do
It's-
enjoy that.
Okay, so if I had to say it, it's not a summer beer. To me, this would be like a fall-winter beer.
Oh yeah, you could be outside next to a fire pit
and you could drink this,
just drink
you know,
this.
if you weren't into like hot chocolate and shit, like normal people, you know.
Hot chocolates for wimps.
Have yourself a chicken pot pie.
Chicken pat pie.
One of these beers.
I'm sorry, I gotta throw this out there. Tank Girl made the comment, there's this certain taste in the back of your throat. Tank Girl, I think there's a different taste in the back of your throat than there is in the rest of ours.
You know what, Vanilla Bear? You can go suck it and choke on it. Just saying.
Okay.
You can go suck a fuck.
Veebs, a little much, Veebs.
Veebs. Vanilla Bear Veebs.
You could just go shut your whore mouth. How about that?
All right, you guys are getting drunk off one beer. Y'all need to calm
I
down.
I feel like there's a little taste of blasphemous in there.
Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island?
All right. That's our weekly chug. Great Basin. I like it. You guys seem to like it.
I will give it 5 beers.
5 beers. That's a perfect score.
I give this 5 beers.
Wow.
And I'm very hard to please when it comes to amber ales because I don't like amber ales.
So
but
I would say 1 is horrible, 5 is the most amazing thing, 3 is like average. I would give this a 4.
okay, I give it a 4.5. How about that?
There.
I'd give it a 4 and a half a pot pie.
Half a pot pie.
4.5 a pot pie.
Well, I'm glad we have
I like
beers.
it based off of the description.
All right. Well, I'm glad we have beers because now we have to be sad and we need to pour one out
For
for
the
the homies. Okay, we got 2 of them. Maybe not the most well-known people, but they were all in the Nerdverse somewhere.
Yep.
We got to pour one out for Maddie Simmons, who is the producer of National Lampoon magazine. National Lampoon. He also produced Animal House and National Lampoon's Vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Yours press F now?
He died at 93, so he lived a long life. So that's awesome. He was also a writer of books.
Ah, indeed.
And he published a few, like 7 of them. I only got 1 of them right here. I mean, just like the Doctor. The Doctor is a story writer, and he will eventually be published. I'm going to make him be published.
Someday.
Someday. But Maddie Simmons' last book he wrote was called Fat, Drunk, and Stupid, The Making of Animal House.
Oh, God, I need that book in my
sounds
life.
amazing.
That sounds awesome.
I need that book in my life.
It's awesome. So I'm
It
pulling out...
sounds like it's an autobiography of Belushi.
Probably. We're going to pour one out for Maddie Simmons. Next, we have one more. This one, he was an actor. Sam Lloyd, known for his role as the downtrodden lawyer, Ted Buckland on Scrubs, passed away at 56. What was it from?
He had cancer.
It was cancer. Luckily, none of these were COVID related.
He
so.
was diagnosed with cancer in 2019. I actually told you about this. He was diagnosed with cancer in 2019, and he died a few days ago.
Yeah, he died a few days ago. It's really sad. He was known and starred in episodes of Desperate Housewives, Shameless, Modern Family, Spin City, Seinfeld, pretty much you name it, he was there.
He is one of those unknown actors, but if you saw his face, you're like, hey,
I know
I've seen him somewhere before.
Yeah.
But he was known as the lawyer from Scrubs.
Yeah, and he also had a few spots in Galaxy Quest and Flubber, and he was a musician who played guitar on Scrubs, I guess, on an episode.
Wow.
Yeah, so he was a very accomplished person who definitely had a bigger career than most people who were famous.
The horse had power.
Yeah. Like,
And it's sad, It's always sad when we see these people who pass away that we've seen them on shows or like we've seen their lives, and it is very sad. So we want everybody to know that we are thinking of them. We are pouring one out for them.
Pouring out for Sam Lloyd and Maddie Simmons tonight.
We cheers to you.
And just real quick, viewers, even if you want to call me a pleb, I love that show, Scrubs.
Oh,
Scrubs, yeah.
Right now, Monkey's listening to it while she sleeps.
She needs background noise. She needs quality TV.
So it's either Scrubs or that 70s show.
Vanilla Bear.
She's just like me.
Yeah, you like Scrubs?
Well, no, I'm talking about Monkey. I need the background noise too.
Yeah.
She will wake up if the TV turns off, and it is like she'll scream really loud, and then we go in there, put a binky in her mouth, and she shuts up, and I'm like, what?
She just goes right back to sleep.
You can ask, dude. I've been dead asleep, and she goes to turn off the TV in the bedroom, and I wake up, and she's like, "You were sleeping. You weren't even awake." No, I was listening to it.
Yeah.
Well, Misfit Mama knows. If you ain't watching it, it gets turned off.
Right? Yeah.
No. Not in my house.
No, the TV's on 24/7. Forever.
Pretty much.
Alright. Well, that was the last of the pour one out. I said I wasn't going to do it this time, but I think we have a little bit of time left. So we're going to do this before Tank Girl's game, because, we got some time. This is a spontaneous top 3, Vanilla Bear. So basically, I'm going to ask you what your favorite top 3 of something is. And you have to just come up with it. Okay? We're going to all think of it, and then I will ask each one of you after a few minutes. Okay? Top 3 Jim Carrey movies. Go.
Man in the Moon, Liar Liar, and
This is harder than you thought, huh?
The Truman Show.
Truman
Oh
Show.
man, you took like 2 of the ones I was gonna say.
Then tell me yours, Tank Girl.
Well, I'm gonna change mine now because I want something different.
Okay, now go.
I want The Mask,
Oh,
which is always my favorite. Of course, Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, not Pet Detective, because When Nature Calls is my favorite.
Chicago.
Chicago!
Bumblebee Tuna.
Shut up.
Bamboya tuna.
And I love How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
I loved him. I got to stop this Christmas from coming, but how? He was amazing in that. I'm sorry.
It was great. Doctor.
The Majestic.
The Majestic. I actually have not seen
that
it.
movie. That's such a good movie.
The Mask.
The Mask.
Damn it! I was gonna say The Mask.
The number 23.
Oh, you took one of
Okay,
mine.
so
I knew he was gonna say the number 23.
okay, so the number 23 messed me up a little
I
bit.
fucking love
I
it.
found
It's a
so
great
many.
movie.
I found so many things that added up to 23 after that. I actually did that shit.
Yeah, dude.
I
it was
couldn't do
nuts.
that. I
That
couldn't
was
do
one of
that.
those movies that put an idea in your head and just kept going.
Oh yeah, it was fucking nuts, man.
Oh,
So-
I have an honorable mention.
Oh, well, okay. Tell me your honorable mention.
Eternal.
Yeah, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, Eternal Sunshine
that
of the
movie.
Spotless Mind. That was a crazy movie too.
All right.
I couldn't include that because it's on my
Jim
top.
Carrey movie. I can
That's
tell
my
you
top
that.
favorite movie.
Yeah. All right. So tell me yours again, Vanilla Bear, real quick. I'm gonna pick who the winner is.
It was Man in the Moon, Liar Liar, and The Truman Show.
That's a good one. Okay, Tank Girl, yours was
I forgot the first one I said, but
The Mask.
The Mask.
oh, I said The Mask. I said Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, and How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Okay. You said number 23.
Mhm.
What was the other two?
The Majestic and The Mask.
Oh, I never saw The Majestic. I have to see it, but because of that, I can't make you win yet.
It's so good.
So it's between Vanilla Bear and Tank Girl. He said Liar Liar. What was the list? I keep
He
forgetting them.
said Liar Liar,
Yeah.
The Truman Show,
Oh, yeah.
and Man on the Moon.
Okay. I'm gonna have to give it to Vanilla Bear. You know why?
Because The Man on the Moon is actually a really good
The
fucking
Man
movie.
on the Moon is like the best movie.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey was in that character the whole time on and off screen, and actually people fucking hated him
Mm-hmm.
because he was
Yeah.
so close to being.
That documentary was crazy. That documentary was crazy.
Oh, we watched it.
We went so into it.
It was a really good documentary.
We watched it. It was really good. What was the documentary called? I forgot.
Man on the Moon, I think.
No, it wasn't called Man on the Moon. It was Jim and something.
Oh, Jim and Andy.
Jim and Andy.
Yeah, Jim and Andy.
Jim and Andy was such a crazy documentary. Guys, if you haven't seen it, I suggest you do it because it shows how far Jim Carrey will go to perfect a role. And
Like,
it is
or
amazing.
be a part of that role.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
It's
did that whole
amazing.
thing where he played that one fucking guy that everyone hated.
Yeah.
Andy. Yeah.
No,
He played as Tony Clifton. Or
Tony Clifton.
Oh,
yeah.
Tony Clifton. Yeah.
his
I remember
lounge
that.
singer personality. And then...
It also
assholes.
shows proof that there are certain roles that maybe you shouldn't take in this life if you're a method actor.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question for you, Vanilla Bear. Do you think Tony Clifton actually is Andy, the real one, not dead?
No, I don't.
No. Man, dude, I felt like it could have been, because he would be the person who would fake their death.
It was interesting, and, it made you think, but I doubt it.
And I guess he's still around to this day.
Really?
Tony
Tony
Clifton is still around.
His friend always performs as it.
It has to be his friend.
Yeah, it is.
Otherwise, it's him. But I bet you it's his friend.
I think Jim Carrey is one of those actors that are just amazing. And I'm surprised we didn't say, Dumb and Dumber, which he was hilarious
I
in.
love all his movies almost.
And you know what? He has a lot of really great ones. Fun with Dick and Jane.
Yeah.
I liked that one, too.
I like him as a serious actor. I've always
You
liked
know
him
what's
better as a
crazy
serious
is
actor.
He's really good as a serious actor.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when Robin Williams, he's funny,
Oh.
but he became serious, like in 24-Hour Photo. You ever seen 24-Hour Photo?
Alls I know
that
is
movie
nuts.
was fucked up, but it was so good.
Alls I know is when you see
He
Robin
gave
Williams.
us one of the worst renditions of a Batman villain ever.
I will tell you one person who thinks you're wrong. Can anybody?
What?
Riddler.
Oh,
I
Jim
think
Carrey.
Jim Carrey has-
One of the
I
worst.
thought you guys were talking about
No,
somebody else.
but I will tell
Robin
you-
Williams. I was like, who?
I will tell you one person who thinks that Jim Carrey was the best Riddler ever, and she was on
Oh,
our
yeah.
show last week.
Yeah.
She fucking loves him as the Riddler. I didn't.
Kirby loves the Riddler,
Yeah.
and Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
Yeah, Kirby freaking loves it, and I agree with you, Vanilla Bear. The Veebs, I agree. It was there, but it didn't sell it for me.
I think the dude from Criminal Minds should be the Riddler.
Matthew Gray
Yeah,
Googler.
that guy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He was born and raised in Las Vegas, homies. What?
Yeah.
He'd be a very good Riddler
You
for a new, like a Robert Pattinson Batman.
Yeah.
Well, you see him in Criminal Minds and how his mind works and how he can just do certain things. He would
And he's
be
very
a
expressive.
perfect. Yeah, he's very perfect.
Yeah, and he looks like he's thinking and...
So can we agree that the worst rendition of all time of an on-screen Batman villain is fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze?
But it's so bad it's good.
Yeah, it's got the camp, man.
I'm sorry. I would have to say Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy.
Oh, she was
just-
campy as fuck.
It didn't do it for me.
Alright.
And they're in the same fucking movie.
Can't protect
She was hot
I'm
in the
sorry,
movie.
no.
Her lines were so corny. At least I expect them to come out of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
My vines have a crush on you. I'm sorry, Uma Thurman just didn't do it for me. And guess what? I am a big fan of the Gotham City Sirens, and I am very picky. Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, I do her. Anne Hathaway as Catwoman,
No.
sorry,
no.
you were shitty.
Halle Berry as
Honestly,
Catwoman.
I think a lot of those come down to the way that the movies were written and directed, though.
It is
I
all
don't put all
I mean,
I don't put all of that on the
all of those
actors.
actresses.
Yeah, the actors only go by what they're given, and it's the direction they're given. And
Honestly, yeah.
I can really believe that, but I mean, you have to read a role and be like, how are they actually going to do this? And then you're just going to go with the director says, and it bombs.
Hey, guess what? If I make $1 million, I'm gonna do whatever the director says.
We don't
just
have
pretty cool.
time to bring up
Yes.
bat nips in this episode.
Twice.
No,
Twice.
okay, so this is going to have to be another topic for a later date and time.
Oh, I got plenty of topics. Like, who would you make as a Batman villain in a movie?
Just like off the
Who would
top.
I?
Yeah, who would you, if you could have anybody be anybody for a Batman villain in a movie, what would it be, and who would it be?
Like an actor being any Batman villain in a movie.
Yes. If they're making a new Batman, who would you choose to be a bad guy in that movie? We're going to do what Tank Girl says first.
Remy Malek as the Mad Hatter.
Remy Malek as the Mad Hatter.
Oh, that sounds great.
That sounds interesting.
Right? Because, like, he has that kind of creepiness to him, and I feel like he would have the look for it. I honestly think Remy Malek as a Mad Hatter could be good.
He could put in the Freddie Mercury teeth and look like the animated series Mad Hatter with the big ass teeth.
Right? You know he actually misses wearing those teeth, so.
I bet you, Doctor.
This may be a controversial one. Jason Statham as Zaz.
Ooh, I can see that.
Jesus.
Just get him like one of those ball caps, or he can just shave his damn head. Like,
Jeez, I don't know. Like,
Jason-
I would like to see him try to pull off crazy.
okay, well, Jason
'Cause-
Statham is already badass as a person who can just like.
But that's a hard role. I mean, after seeing the dude in Gotham play Zaz,
Oh, that is
I don't
true.
think I could go back. That dude embodied crazy as a hitman, like serial.
You just can't have that guy in film.
Well, it's all in the eyes.
It's true.
It's all in the eyes.
But, you know, with new people...
Well, I think Jason Statham can do really intense eyes. That would
You ever seen him
give
in Crank?
Yes.
Yeah, he was pretty crazy.
He was good in Crank. So that's what makes me think that he could probably do Zaz. What about you, Vanilla Bear?
This is a tough one.
Well, then, who's your...
But I would go as far as to, under the right direction and the right script, give Jim Carrey another shot at the Riddler.
Oh, with like a different director.
More of a serious tone.
Serious, but joking.
More serious, more darker. I wanted to, find somebody for the Penguin, but, like, I feel like nobody can top Danny DeVito as Penguin, so...
There was like fan art of Jonah Hill being the Penguin, and it was
I think
awful.
he actually is.
Really?
No?
No.
I haven't checked
It was
up.
fan art.
I haven't checked up on it in a while.
That is nerd blasphemous right there.
Nice.
That is nerd blasphemy.
Yeah.
Fucking Jonah Hill is the fucking Penguin? No, fuck that.
That would be horrible.
I would like to see William Dafoe as the Joker.
Willem Dafoe.
Oh, yeah, I'm surprised that Vanilla Bear didn't say something like that.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe would probably do a good job with something like that.
It's his smile.
But you could also put him in a role like Two-Face also. So, and
You
I
could.
think he would do pretty well with that.
That's true.
Yeah,
Although Gary Busey is Two-Face.
Fucking Gary Busey. That dude is just nuts all around.
Gary Busey as Two-Face? Is that where you're going?
Oh, God, that would be scary. But I think it would work. It would work.
I mean, at that point,
Two-Faces.
he's not method acting anymore.
Two-Faces, Gary Busey and Scary
Real
Busey.
life.
Did you say Gary Busey and Scary Busey? Oh my god.
That's what each face is.
Oh, that's awful but fantastic at the same time.
Scary Busey, just like Scary Terry?
Yeah, right. Bitch.
Oh, bitch.
You know what? Like, I think if you would get the right actors for certain villainous roles, I think they can work. But also, I like to see no-name actors. Like, people who are actually good at their craft, but people don't know who they are. I love seeing no-name actors become something amazing. Like Rami Malek. He was only on Mr. Robot. Then he got the role as Freddie Mercury, and this dude's freaking blowing up.
Yeah, he was
You
killing
know?
it. Well, suppose...
Actually, I have another person that I think would do really well as multiple Batman villains. And that is the dude who played Ramsay Bolton in Game of Thrones.
We don't watch Game of Thrones.
I definitely haven't.
I know who you're talking about.
This is a nerd podcast.
I know who you're talking about.
That's a whole different type of nerd. I'm
we
not.
do different types of nerd on here, and not all of us are the same type of nerd.
So we don't do fantasy here.
No, we do.
Doctor does Dungeons and Dragons.
And I've watched all the way through season 8, which is horrible. The horrible. 7 and 8 were horrible.
So
we don't speak of those seasons.
Yeah, I don't have the problems that everybody else has with those seasons.
Those seasons sucked.
It was a little rushed.
No, it was a lot rushed.
Especially with season 8, I will give you that. I do not have a problem necessarily, though, where they took the storyline. That's an unpopular opinion, but I digress.
That's the wrong opinion.
Hey, to each their own. I don't think pegging's a fucking right thing, but, people fucking do it.
Right?
Okay, so...
Over 2, Vibs.
Okay, so, I only know a few people from Game of Thrones, but what if the dude who's the Mountain or whatever, have him as Bane?
Yeah.
As Bane.
Him as Bane!
I was thinking the same thing.
Vanilla Bear, me and you are on the same page.
But the problem is as the Mountain, he didn't have any lines.
Good, because Bane don't have any lines either.
Well, I mean, in the comics, Bane talks, but if you go from bat nipples, it's Bane.
Bane.
That's all he says. That was a fun little talk there.
That was
From
fun.
Jim Carrey to Batman to Game of Thrones incest. We're good.
We're good.
Tank Girl's got a game she wants to play, and it's called Pick Your Quarantine House. Tell us about it.
Okay, guys, so I was scrolling through the Facebook, and I found this thing. It's called Pick Your Quarantine House. Now, I'm going to give you 6 houses with different options, but there is a downside to each house. I'm going to name each house and its downfall, and you have to pick one. Now, you can ask me to repeat certain houses, but everybody has to pick one. All right, everybody ready?
Are you?
I'm ready.
If it's not Bill Murray's house, then I don't care.
All right. So, house number 1, you get Netflix and Hulu, a heated blanket, a comfy couch, and endless snacks. But you have to live with bed bugs. House number 2, you have a porch swing, whiskey, a fire pit, fishing pond, but you have to live with somebody you do not like. Number 3, you have a home gym, a protein shake, view of the city, a small dog, but you do not have a smartphone or a tablet.
Protein? You need the protein so badly in that one.
Shut up.
These ones are killing me.
Number 4 is you get a swimming pool, margaritas, a master grill, big dog, but no video games.
Oh.
Number 5, you get a library, a garden, a coffee bar, a fluffy cat, but you have to live with ghosts.
Oh, that sounds like a place that would have ghosts.
That sounds fun.
Right?
Number 6, you have a hot tub, a mountain view, movie projector, wine cellar, but you have no internet.
Fucking 6. I picked 6 so hard.
You know what? I already got my pick. I'll become fucking Ron Swanson. That's fine. I don't need internet.
Yeah, right? Number 6. Fuck yes.
No, check this out. Ghosts. It's me, your boy.
See, me,
You have your ghosts, and what was it? The ghost one?
a library, garden, coffee bar, and a fluffy cat.
Dude, we'll have
fucking love it.
books to read, coffee to drink, a fluffy cat to pet, and then you come over to my house and have a hot tub with Mountain View. Bring your ghosts along, we'll drink. It's fun.
I would choose number 4, swimming pool, margaritas, a master grill, and a big dog, because I don't like fucking video games.
And guess what? I picked number 6, she got number 4. Hey, I got more shit now. I got margaritas in the swimming pool on top of my hot tub Mountain View.
But guess what? you might have a swimming pool, you might have coffee and all of that, but guess what? I'm Ron Swanson. I'm Ron fucking Swanson. That lake over there, that's my fucking swimming pool. Alright? I'm gonna make my own fucking coffee.
He eats a mountain of bacon in the morning.
Well, if you're on Ron Swanson and you have no internet, you got a hot tub, so you're golden.
Ron Swanson doesn't need no hot tub.
You can make a vanilla bear stew in that hot tub.
Straight off these balls.
Balls.
So this was Tank Girls Pick Your Quarantine House.
Yeah, that was fun.
You know, I saw that and I thought it'd be a little fun,
Yeah,
segment.
that was very fun. Now we've got some nerd news.
Nerd news.
Nerd news. My nerd news, I'm going first, is just because of the fucking Rona. We are getting movies pushed back.
Again.
I know people probably already know that, but guess what? I've got actually some dates from some of them. I'm just going to pick out the ones that people really going to look forward to. I mean, there's probably ones they do, but I've never seen anything about them, so I'm not going to bring them up. Quiet Place 2 was supposed to be out March 20th. Obviously, that's passed. It's May 2nd. And it will come out September 4th.
I cannot wait for A Quiet Place 2. The first one was so good.
Then we've got Black Widow. Was supposed to be out May 1st, which we're 4 days past. Won't be out till November 6th. The Candyman remake, or not remake, it's a new one.
It's newer.
Isn't going to be out until April 9th, 2021. It was supposed to be out July 17th this year.
Have you seen the trailer for the new Candyman?
No, but it's right there.
It actually is really good. And I've seen the original Candyman, and just the fact that that dude had bees on his face, and they paid him $1,000 every time he got stung by a bee. He got stung 23 times. So he got paid an extra $23,000 for bees on his face.
That's awesome.
If a bee stung me and I get $1,000?
That movie as a kid, and I was 5 years old, and my uncle locked me in the bathroom, turned the lights off, and it's probably one of the most terrifying moments of my life.
Oh, Vanilla Bear, I'm so sorry.
Do you want to hear something more terrifying?
On this beard. There's scars on this beard.
You should definitely get some therapy.
Do you want to hear something that's more terrifying? The fact that there is a Fast and the Furious 9, and that was supposed to come out May 22nd and won't come out till April 2nd, 2021.
It's not going to come out until May of next year, right?
April next year.
April of next year.
It was supposed to be out May 22nd.
They're just going to keep turning out those movies,
They should just stop making those movies, honestly.
Yeah. Thank God, where can they go next? They're going to either dig into the earth or go into space.
They're probably going to go into space.
Fastest
If
and
they stop
most
making the Fast and
furious.
Furious movies, he might actually die.
Well, because it's the only thing that's keeping him alive.
Wait, who?
Crying
Diesel.
during number 7.
No, Vin Diesel being Groot is keeping him alive.
He says, I am Groot once, and then they just take it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it.
And he's getting fat Disney money.
That is
I'm
true.
saying one line.
That is true.
Speaking of I
He
Am
speaks
Groot,
into the mic.
have you
Groot.
seen Jake Holland's TikTok video where he's venting to a tree and he's like, I don't know why I'm talking to you, you're just a tree. And he turns to walk away and the tree goes, I am Groot.
I love Jake Holland. He is one of my favorites.
Awesome.
He's the...
Donald got Jake Holland to freaking follow him on TikTok.
That's cool. I just got a couple more movies. Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, yeah.
That one looks hilarious. It's not going to be out till December now instead of July.
Around my
Oh.
birthday?
December 11th, around your birthday. So
Woohoo!
December 14th for you.
Date night!
I can't wait to see that. And Ghostbusters Afterlife won't be out till March of next year.
Oh, God, that looks like such a great movie, too.
Oh, well.
Let's just hope that none of the remaining Ghostbusters fucking die before then.
Well,
Well,
they've already finished it, didn't
I
they?
thought they finished it. They might be doing reshoots now.
Yeah.
Maybe. Hey, all I know is if Bill Murray fucking dies in 2020, dude, I'm gonna go fuck coronavirus in the ass.
Revolution time.
Well,
Revolution.
what about
No,
Betty
Lou.
White?
No, absolutely none.
Revolt. If Bill Murray dies, we revolt.
Yeah, so that's my nerd news. Tank Girl, do you have nerd news?
I do. So I kind of slacked on this, but Disney has officially confirmed that they are redoing one of my favorite Disney movies in live action. And it is Hercules.
Bless my soul.
And of course, there is a petition going around where Danny DeVito needs to play Phil. And I fully support that.
Danny DeVito does need to be Phil because he already looks like a satyr.
Danny DeVito.
That's also a fact.
I support nothing live action from fucking Disney.
Anyways,
That's also a
so they have already fan casts, you know, where fans go, oh, I would like to see this and this and this. Hercules and Meg are no-name actors, which I agree with.
That's always good.
But some of the other ones I do not like.
It's fan casting.
It
so
is
you
fan
got
casting.
any plebe out
You know
there
who they
that
want
thinks
as
they know
the
Disney.
muses? As the muses, they want Lizzo, Queen
God.
Latifah,
Okay.
Jennifer Hudson,
Okay.
and I totally forgot the other two. But
I don't know.
those are okay. The freaking who are the sidekicks? The Fates.
Yeah.
They want Tina Fey, Aubrey Plaza, which Aubrey Plaza,
Yeah.
and I forget who else. But it's like they want Nick Kroll to be Pain or Panic, and it's like there's just like certain things that I don't agree with.
I like Nick Kroll, but I mean, no.
Right?
But I just think Danny DeVito needs to be Phil, and then everything else will be fine.
Like I said, he already looks like a satyr.
Oh, they want Josh Brolin to be Zeus.
With Nicole Kidman as Hera.
With
Is it
Nicole
Hera?
Kidman as Hera.
I think that's who they're playing.
Yeah.
I don't
They're
his mom.
Hercules' parents. I'm down for Josh Brolin because I love Josh Brolin, but
Let's make Josh Brolin Thanos
Yeah, make him Thanos and put him in Hercules.
and Zeus.
oh, and Cable. And Cable, you can't forget Cable.
Is it? Are we in a vat of redundancy?
Yes.
That's my news, so.
Doctor, what's your nerd news?
I was reading over an interview that Matt Reeves recently had with one of the media outlets about his direction with the Batman film.
Oh, yes.
And what I can parse from his very vague statements on there was that he's trying to make sure that he respects the source material like the previous Batman.
I've also heard he's trying to make it more of a detective.
Yeah, he's also trying to make it more of an art house style film.
That sounds cool.
So take it in that sort of serious direction. If he's doing the detective comic sort of Batman, then that would kind of lend it to it. I would like to see where this Batman goes. I always want to see where it goes. I don't want to just judge it outright. I don't want to say just because Robert Pattinson played one real bad role and took the money.
True.
You know.
He was actually in a really good role with William Dafoe, and he was a lighthouse keeper.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that.
I heard good things about that too, so we know he can do good roles. It's just, being a sparkly vampire was not wasn't his best.
It was a good move, but a bad move.
It was a good move for his wallet and a bad move for his career.
I'm willing to give him the chance to surprise me. I just don't hold out a lot of hope for it. I will reserve judgment until I see it, though.
Have you seen the new Batmobile?
No.
It's almost like a really crazy looking old car, like I can't think of it, but like
a send up to the 50s.
Yeah, it's like a 50s muscle car almost. And
Okay.
it's pretty cool looking. But it's supposed to also be his younger years, too. So he's younger, so he's not like, oh, I'm going to design this crazy Batmobile yet.
So
So it makes sense.
what year do you think it's going to be set in?
I don't know, because all the timelines are different. If you look at all the movies, they don't follow a timeline.
It is,
They're
and that's
all
what's
kind
so
of
crazy.
here and there.
Well, it's so crazy because sometimes you'll see like a 1920s film, but you have 2000-something technology. That's what's so crazy about Batman is like you never know what the timeline is. It's just there.
I don't know, I kind of like the whole... It's almost like a new type of steampunk, but like the 1920s with futuristic stuff.
Oh, I love steampunk.
Like,
Yeah.
It's basically like steampunk, but not, That's always been cool. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I kind of wish we could have seen Joe Manganiello as Deathstroke, though, because he looked badass at the end of that movie.
He'd
would've
be
been great to
the hottest Deathstroke I've ever seen.
He was bulky and like crazy big as a Deathstroke. That looked like a comic book.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hate that they kind of grounded that character, because I would have thought he would have done so great.
What had happened is they grounded the DCEU.
Well, yeah, because
They were just giving everybody any kind of thing. Oh, make this movie. And not staying true to the character.
the DCU sucks right now. I'm sorry, like their movie.
They don't have one.
It's one thing to not fully go along with the source material, but when you change the core of the character, yeah, that's when it becomes blasphemous.
It becomes a problem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's all I've got for tonight. You guys have anything else that we forgot?
No, I think we're good.
No, I'm good.
You're very doctor-y today. Kind of a mellow doctor tonight.
I'm a little bit chill tonight. I'm sorry.
Chill.
What about you,
You didn't
Vanilla?
have any crazy
Bear?
surgeries.
No, sir.
Do you have any news of anything that you've heard of? All right.
No,
Well,
I don't.
it was good having you.
Lived by us,
You are
would be on
family
this
show because it would be fun.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we live like, 600 miles away from each other?
Yeah,
Some shit like that.
10 hours away. So,
Without kids, I could have made that drive in probably 7 hours.
probably.
Damn kids, always getting in the way.
I know.
And I
all
can
love 'em.
say that because I got kids.
We all love them, though. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and nerds of all kind, that's all we have for this week. I'm Blasphemous 13.
Tank girl.
Dr. Cheese.
The special guest.
Well, there.
In the words of RuPaul, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen?
See you next time, nerds.